Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Deadbeats. I'm Will.
I'm JT.
What?
Who's that? Who's that on your face? Who's that on your face, Will? It's Will and JT. But what are we doing here, bud? What's happening?
Yeah, we're in the early stages of a mustache again. I'm bringing
Yes!
it back.
Let's go! Dude, I planted this seed and it's sprouting. Look at it. It looks great.
You did not plant any seeds in me.
I planted
That's
seeds
okay.
all over
More
you.
than millions of them.
Multiple seeds I planted on you, especially right there over your mouth. And you,
Why'd you say mouth like that? Why'd you say mouth like that?
Because I put seeds on your mouth.
You're like all over your mouth.
I'm excited.
Hug
I
me.
thought
Okay.
you looked extra handsome today. I was like, there's something different about him. I was like, there's something different about him. And there it is. It's your face. It's extra pretty.
It's coming back. Making a comeback.
Yeah. I'm glad that
All right.
seeds on your back. You would have.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, hello everybody. I don't know either. Welcome back to Deadbeats. Again, my name is Will.
I'm JT, and that's Will's mustache.
And
I'm
that's
gonna
JT,
name
and
him.
that's
Can
my
I
mustache.
name him?
Are
Let's do a
we
fan
doing
vote.
this right now?
Yeah. We can
Okay.
ask. No. We can ask the deadbeaters what to name your mustache.
Okay, I'm about it.
Okay.
Dang,
Make a
it sucks
poll.
because I'm the one that runs the Instagram too, and I will put the poll up on Instagram, and I'll put it up
My cousin
everywhere
put up a
else.
poll one time.
She a stripper? He's a construction worker. He built a strip club.
No, she makes sandwiches at Subway.
Fuck, I don't even know.
I don't know. It's been a minute.
I don't know. It has been a minute. We've had some time off, right? We took about a week off, right? But it has been about 2 weeks since a new episode, right? So our latest episode that we did drop was Pearl, and dude, what a movie! Loved it.
It was good.
I loved it. You weren't crazy about it, I know, but
I know.
I absolutely
It's
loved
alright.
Pearl. When it comes to the Ty West's trilogy, we'll talk about something that's kind of happening now. But so far, prior to thinking and watching Maxine, Pearl was my absolute favorite. But we will talk about that. And spoiler alert, you guys should know this already. But again, it's been a week. We're happy to be back. Today, we are talking about Maxine.
I've seen the devil stalking me like a specter from the past, haunting my dreams, my nightmares. I can feel his power inside of me, transforming into something vengeful, something evil, forcing me to do terrible, awful, murderous things. Whatever horror happened here 300 years ago, it's not over. Satan has come back to make me pay for my greatest sin. The sin of living.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Do you mind taking your top off so we can see your breasts?
Yeah, sure.
Yay.
Okay. So this is another one JT wasn't too crazy about or fond about. I sort of echo the same sentiment. I wasn't crazy about this either. This is my least favorite of the three movies. Easily.
Agreed.
Right,
Yeah,
easily.
Agreed.
X was fantastic. Pearl was
Yep.
phenomenal. Dude, I loved
Pearl.
Pearl.
It's okay.
You weren't crazy about it.
It's all
But
right.
so to you
I
is the
love it
opposite,
now.
right? Yeah. But to you is the opposite. You loved X.
Yeah.
Loved X. Pearl was good for you, right?
Yeah.
X was good for me. Loved Pearl. So, but we both agree that Maxine This wasn't really it. Wasn't really it for us.
I don't even know where we're going to go with this, but I'm sure we will voice our opinions in such a manner that is both respectful to those out there,
Yeah,
and
of course,
also
of course.
in our Deadbeats fashion, which we are Deadbeats.
Yes, we are Deadbeats. But we put so much love and respect on this trilogy because I love Mia Goth. Right? I'm a huge fan of Mia Goth. I love everything that she's in. It's just Maxine kind of fucking. I'm not gonna lie, Maxine kind of brought her down a few pegs for me, and it's not necessarily her acting. It's I'm gonna put this out there. Okay. Watching X, I liked Maxine's character. Right? Hated Pearl's character in X. Watching Pearl. Loved Pearl. It's weird. Pearl, the character, was relatable. Young Pearl, like, she wanted to get out of her hometown. She wanted to move from her farm. She wanted to be rich and famous. She wanted to be a famous dancer. She wanted to be on the movies. She wanted to get away from her toxic family. And I get that. That's very relatable, very likable as well, very likable character until she kind of, she was still kind of crazy, right? But fucking flipped on a dime at the end of the movie. But again, relatable, and I thought she was very likable. And it's her performance made her likable. That last monologue at the end of Pearl.
Oh, incredible!
You resonate with it, right? And fantastic, and it made me love the character of Pearl. I was rooting for Pearl the entire time. Now going on to Maxine. I did not like Maxine. I didn't like her character.
I think Maxine worked at X because she was built around other characters, and she kind of had a role within that. She wasn't the main focus, so to speak. Like she was the final girl, of course.
Yeah.
And seeing her go through all that, but to end up where she's at in this movie, and she tries to carry it, and we'll get into it. It fell flat for me. And then I just want to say this as a Southerner. I don't know if you can tell, Will, but I kind of got an accent.
What? No way.
I know. It's shocking, but I'm from the South. You got me. You got me. Her accent and Kevin Bacon's accent in this movie, Kevin Bacon's in this movie, made me want to take a broomstick and hit myself in the throat.
Okay.
I'm
that bad for you,
myself.
huh?
Oh, it's
that
terrible.
bad for you.
They're both not Southern, and she sits there and she goes, "Oh, I'm Maxine, and I'm trying to get your tires right," and I couldn't even hear what she was saying. I know that's probably y'all can't hear what I'm saying either, but I get it. But she's forcing it.
So the thing about Maxine, and I'm gonna sound okay. I'm not gonna tell anybody how I'm gonna sound. I'm gonna let you guys kind of play it out yourself. There was such a sweet and innocence to Maxine in X. But it sounded very sweet and innocent and likable, right? These characters are meant to be likable. And maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Ty West's vision is different. But Maxine has a way about her and a personality about her in the movie Maxine that I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Like, she was just a part of what was called, what was it, like the porn massacre, the Texas porn massacre, whatever it was, right? Like, it was this thing.
It was called the Texas Porn Star Massacre.
The Texas Porn Star Massacre, right? She's just a part of this thing, right? That's super tragic and super traumatizing. But like, Maxine's walking around like it never happened. And yeah, there are things that's like, she's getting flashbacks, but like these flashbacks are happening, but like it's a couple minutes.
And it's her getting touched by Pearl. You know what I mean? In the bed, mostly.
Right.
It's like her getting groped, which is bad,
But I didn't see it like affect her character at all in the movie. There was no like arc there. There was no like defeat because of what happened in her past. Again, there are people within this movie that are trying to push this onto her because of what her past was and all that, and try to pin it on her, which is the whole premise of this movie. But I don't see that happening within herself, within the character. She's very dry to me in this movie, and there's no personality. There's zero personality.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing she has to lean on is that fake country accent, and she can't even get that right. I'm dying on this hill if you can't tell,
dude.
I'm dying.
No, there was a line in here where I loved, where Maxine fucking makes. Like, I love that line.
Okay.
But okay, all right. Well, everything else that she says falls short. Maxine fucking makes. But that's a writer, right? That's the writer stuff.
Yeah,
but I get it. The accents are kind of whack. Kevin Bacon sucked in this movie.
Oh my god,
sucked in this movie.
Kevin Bacon, you piece of shit. I love you. I'm sorry. Take it back. I love KB.
He was in Footloose, and he did the Invisible Man too. Hollow Man. Was he in Hollow Man? Is that Hollow Man? Right. Yes.
Hollow Man. Yeah.
That was a good.
Yeah,
I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Stir of Echoes, one of my favorite horror movies, so we can review it.
Really good one. Yeah, hell yeah.
But
just didn't make sense, dude. Can we talk about this?
Well, hang on, before you do that, Kevin Bacon, we can turn down roles. We can be like, hey, you know what? You want to do Max? That's what this felt like. They said this is what it felt like. Hey, do you want to be a Maxine? It's a hit trilogy with X and Pearl. Let's just hand this out to people that we recognize. Like you're a famous actor. Here, you want to be in it? What role you want to play? Draw from this hat. Like, who was her agent?
It was like her lawyer was Giancarlo Esposito. He was Gus in Breaking Bad.
He's like, oh, I'm your lawyer.
Casting. There was another girl in this. The girl, one of the co-star in the movie, who was killed. She's in a show called Emily in Paris at Netflix. It's just like the casting was so weird to me. It seemed like a random drawing of like stars, right? And this is going to sound contradictory because when you're talking about X, you have Jenna Ortega, right? You have Kid Cudi, you have Brittany Snow, but the story and the premise was so new and fresh. I thought that casting worked, but when you get into Maxine and the first person you see who's an A-list celebrity is Halsey, I'm like, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah, and by the way, that Brittany Snow and Kid Cudi, they killed it in that role. Like, they took a role like, you're going to play this, and they did great. It.
Absolutely.
Kevin Bacon did not.
Kevin Bacon fell flat. Giancarlo Esposito fell fucking flat. He just didn't feel like he belonged in this.
No.
Like, Gus from Breaking Bad didn't, like, he was so out of place in this movie. His toupee looked fucking terrible. His character play, I thought, was bad when it came to being her lawyer. It was just like, it was just weird to me. I thought the casting decisions in this movie were off.
I did kind of like her friend, the VHS, the Blockbuster guy.
Yeah, that relationship was perfect. I thought that relationship was great. And R.I.P. He died in a very interesting way, right? The way that was kind of cool. I thought the way that happened. But there were some good elements in this movie. Like, again, I love Mia Goth. I just think her performance fell flat in this. Maxine has no personality to me in this movie. I just didn't catch on to it. Rather than Maxine in X, there was a fucking sheer personality there, right? I loved that. And then also Pearl, that's a straight up character movie, right? And it blew it out of the water. And then for this third one to come in and be the finale of the trilogy, it was just a complete letdown. Anyway, there are some good elements to this movie that we enjoyed. The alley scene, right, with this guy who was going after Maxine with a knife, and she turned around with a gun, and she's like, "Hey," what'd she say? Like, "Put it down, Buster."
He's like, "Okay, be cool."
And she goes, "Put this gun in your mouth and suck it." He was giving the gun a blowjob.
Dude, and then she's like, "On your
not a good
down,
one.
Lay down, ass up."
Yeah, face down, ass up. And
that's
he's like,
the way I like that. That's Luda.
Yeah, it is Luda. Yeah, and he's like, "Okay, like I will." But she said, "Don't fuck with me." And I think, was that where she said, "Maxine fucking makes," and it stomped on his balls?
That's your favorite line. I don't know. I guess
it's a good line. It's a good line. It's an okay line. But yeah, no, that scene was dope. That scene was cool. The death scene for her friend. Yeah, no, that was tough. That was cringy. There was another scene where she was getting fitted for like face mask or whatever.
Okay, stop. This is okay. This is my horror. This is my scare. I'm claustrophobic, and I learned that whenever I had to go get a what do you call it? A CAT scan before when I hurt myself.
Yeah,
dude, I could not imagine being put under all that silicone. And I saw our friend Mason. Hey, Mason. He had to do that for Terrifier, and they had to sit there and he had to play with the fidget spinner. That is the most scariest thing to me, is being stuck under that mold forever.
We need to get him on again soon, and I want to talk to him about that because he was in that thing forever.
I could not. Will, I couldn't. I don't. You
can't like move your face.
Mm-mm.
You have to stay still. You can't like wiggle your.
And that woman and that special effects artist left her. She's like, "Okay, just sit there. I'll be back in an hour." And just peace, and left her sitting there. I couldn't do it.
No, yeah, I'm with you. 100%. What were some other standouts?
Bro, do you remember we talked about? So this whole thing is about the Night Stalker, right?
Yeah,
which is based off a real life thing that happened in 1985. It was Richard Ramirez. Going around killing people. I think he killed like 13 people.
Yeah, he did.
So that's what it's about. But we don't know what's happening watching Maxine, so we keep seeing seeing this guy, Will, that goes
just his hands. He's grip stuff.
He just grips stuff.
Like the one scene, it was. Yeah, Maxine was in like what's it called, like a Nickelodeon or whatever it may be, where like you give money and this thing, and then a curtains opens up, and she does little strip toes. I think it's Nickelodeon, right? Or is that too old? I think that used to be like a little thing where they used to watch like pornos.
You little fucking freak! You knew the terminology Nickelodeon. What are you into, dude?
I'm an old soul. I don't think that was considered Nickelodeon though. That was just like a peep show. That's what that was. Yeah.
I bet you were like some old street cleaner back in like 1910s. Walking around sweeping rat shit. Gotta stop by the Nickelodeon after work. Gotta get my rock off. Come on, mustache.
Pull up Pee Wee Herman. Hey, R.I.P. R.I.P.
Take off your pants. I'm here to
What's his name? Oh my god.
Sorry. As you lean back. Raise up the curtain. Hot top. Come on, Will. Give it your best. Like you're throwing dice in the back alley. Little freak. Little Nickelodeon. Who are you with that mustache, sir? You've changed. The peep show. Sorry.
I'm here to jack. All right.
But the gripper, right?
Yes, the gripper.
Every scene, all you see is black glove just gripping stuff.
Squeezing shit. The squeezer, the gripper.
The hand. I'm sorry, dude. I can't. I was thinking about the gripper. Things that he would be good at, like as a personal gripper, and I just came up with some things like the hand job strength on this fellow must be off the charts. Like I'm talking Olympic level hand. Can I do that? Yeah, can I?
Yeah. Don't do the motion.
Dude,
all right.
He can literally open any pickle jar on this planet.
He can, yeah.
He is when somebody's like, hey, can somebody come over and open this? He goes from Clark Kent to Superman. He's like, I'm on it.
Give that man a Phillips head screwdriver.
But he wouldn't be good at some other things. You know what I mean?
Nah, like, he wouldn't be. He wouldn't be good at grabbing boobs.
Breast exams? Could you imagine?
Squeezing it.
That's clear to me.
Just bursts.
Oh my god!
What else would he be bad? He'd be bad at opening up a banana.
Yeah,
for sure.
Do that. Prostate exams. He'd be bad for you, probably good for me. Gotta get up in there, clear out the fat. But it made me.
Probably. Go ahead.
It just made me think, man. I gotta say him for him if he was a doctor, right? Because we talk about breast exams, and we're talking about prostate exams, right? Yeah. Imagine this.
Well, like, you are.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well,
I was just talking about feeling. I was just talking about feeling up a breast. You were talking
No, I'm
about.
talking. Yeah, I'm in the medical profession right now as the gripper, and I gotta say, can I tell you my saying for this doctor?
Please, yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to say without laughing. I don't know if we can use this, but I'm just going to do it. Okay, I've been thinking about it.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Okay. Okay, hear me out. Close your eyes,
Right.
and you're at the doctor's office, and
Mhm.
you thought about my ad, and it comes, and I even tell you my ad. You ready? Tight coochies are dangerous, but not for the grip reaper. Instead of Grim Reaper, I'm the Grip Reaper. Tight coochies are dangerous, but not for him, Will.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I've been sitting in the mirror trying to say that, so I wouldn't laugh when I said it out loud. And so I'm just sitting there in the mirror all day talking about some tight coochies are dangerous, but not for the Grim Reaper, without trying to laugh to make it lose all meaning. But that would be his job.
I'm impressed. That was good.
Well, so are his patients with the results.
Oh yeah. So the gripper,
Yeah.
the Night Stalker, murdering all her friends, right? Literally all her friends, murdering a bunch of fucking people. So there's multiple things happening in this movie, right? So Maxine is trying to impress the director and producers of this film that she's got a role in, right? It's a new horror movie. Actually, it's a sequel to a horror movie that she got starred in. And she's trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this murdering guy, right? Which it's she's kind of like stumbling upon it, right? The whole time, I think, just stumbling upon it, because there's another story behind this where fucking Kevin Bacon's character, which I don't know if he's a cop or not. I don't think he is, but he's working hand in hand. He's working hand in hand with Gripper.
With the Gripper, yeah.
But he's trying to like kidnap Maxine, and it just doesn't work because he's a fucking moron. But then there's also police officers that are after Maxine the entire time, trying to ask her about what happened in Texas, right? They're trying to get answers from her about the whole Texas thing, the Texas porn star massacre.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. It's multiple things happening at once. And I made this analogy earlier to you. This movie reminds me of me in my preteens and teen years and discovering the art of masturbation.
Well, yeah.
This movie is fucking everywhere. Just like my seams, dude. This movie is everywhere.
On my cousin's back, on the walls, on the carpet. You really are from the 1910s. You are that street sweeper, Will. You fucking pervert.
Remember when you told me that story about your cousin who got hit by a train?
Yeah.
This movie is like your cousin who got hit by a train. It is all over the place.
But he's lucky. But he's lucky because he didn't get to watch it. Somewhere there's millions of people getting pissed off.
Oh. Okay, R.I.P. to a lot of JT's family.
And R.I.P. to a bunch of young Wills.
Again, all over the place. Jesus Christ. I don't know. We're falling apart. But hey, our people are probably happy we're back. Yeah, dude. Episode is everywhere. Fucking this movie is everywhere. Maxine just did not hit for me, especially the ending. So here comes the climax. Where Maxine is about to find out who the Gripper is, right? The identity of the Gripper. I was hoping it was Giancarlo Esposito. I was hoping it was. Because that would have been cool to hear a story about, like, you know, they were my grandparents or whatever the fuck it was, you know, something like that, right? Some sort of tie to the people from fucking X, right? But the Gripper ends up being her fucking preacher father. You might remember him from the movie X. I fucking hated this so much. And you're just sitting back because I know you don't want to say anything about it because it pisses you off even more as well. When I fucking found this out, when it was this old fuck and turned around, I had texted you and I said, is that her fucking dad?
Yeah.
And it was.
I just said, wait. Like, watch.
He has this cult. He's trying to exorcise the demons out of Maxine because she was a porn star, and he was in the movie X. And you found out that Maxine was the daughter of this guy, and now this guy murders random fucking people, and then ends up murdering people that she's tied to, just to get to Maxine, which is so. He's like, I've been looking all over for you. Like, no, you haven't. You've been fucking murdering people. You love her to death, but you've been murdering her closest friends.
Yeah, makes sense. That tracks.
What the fuck is happening? Takes her, puts a bag over her head. This movie would have been good if that killed her.
But
I would have been so happy.
Will, this movie would not, and I repeat, would not end. It kept, right when you think it's a conclusion, it'd be another 5 to 6 minutes. He's like, okay, 5 to 6 more minutes. It just kept dragging on.
It kept going. Anyway, her dad is this cult leader trying to exorcise the demons out of fucking Maxine, and then these 2 police officers that fucking were hounding her the entire time that knew something was going to fucking happen up there because she was going to go up there and the cops were behind her, they were tracking her, and they're like, no, wait, let her go up and find out for herself.
Fuck.
What?
Dude, we should be cops. Could you imagine if we were buddy cops?
What?
God, we'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Anyway, they fucking, shoot out with the whole cult people and fucking homeboy. And oh, guess what? Because it's so ironic, where does the climax of this movie end up at? The fucking Hollywood sign. Because why not? It's so perfect and it's so cute and it makes sense and it's ironic, dude. It was so cringy to me that it ended up there.
And I'm pretty sure people out there's like, oh, you don't understand the true meaning of her, Maxine's desire to be Hollywood, and that represents her being in Hollywood and all the stuff who gives a shit?
I get it. She killed the one thing that held her back from her dreams in front of the Hollywood sign. I get it's iconic and I understand it, but it was also so motherfucking cringy. This is the last movie of the trilogy, and this is what we do. We do the obvious. Like, we knew, like, dude, this was such an easy, like, a layup of a movie. I was able to call everything that happened.
Oh,
other
me
than
too.
the Gripper. Did not think the Gripper was going to be her dad, because I was like, why the fuck would it be her dad?
I called it, because I was so pessimistic. You can ask Yoko, and she even's like, you're probably right. Because even Yoko was sitting there like, what's going on? Like,
What's happening?
Is this supposed to be good? Yeah.
What's happening in this movie? Yeah. But again, this movie doesn't make sense to me. But before the complete ending, right? So there's a helicopter above her. It's like, Maxine, put the gun down. How the fuck did they know her name? Anyway,
I don't.
It's not realistic whatsoever. But then, it stops and Maxine, right? The movie that she was in, it fucking blows up. And then you find out they're making a movie based on her life, which is she is the biggest star in Hollywood right now. But then it goes back to when she was pointing the gun at her dad. And the police were like, Maxine, put the gun down. Like, it's over. Like, thank you for getting the Gripper, right? She's this huge hero for getting this murderer away, right? The Night Stalker.
You killed the best physician in Hollywood. That's the Gripper.
The best physician. But then it ends with her saying, I will not live a life that I do not deserve, and blows his head off.
Which looks cool, though, by the way.
It looked great.
Yeah.
Maxine. That's murder.
Yeah.
That's murder.
She killed.
And she was also a prime suspect in the porn star fucking massacre in Texas.
Yeah.
And cops are above her and blows her dad's head off. I get it. Iconic. I get it. She would have been in jail.
Bro. And she killed, they could have said she killed the other 2 cops. This is the 80s.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not like there's 2 dead cops in that mountain. Who knows what happened?
And she's the only one alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And they would have found out that the dad was originally the, whatever, the killer or whatever it may be. But it was only a month later where, she was this big star. Anyway, again, it's a movie. I get it. Pearl, this is the same universe where Pearl is feeding a bunch of people to her pet alligator named Theta, who's named after actually a silent film star way, way, way back in the day, which they make a fun little Easter egg in this movie where Maxine is standing on the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on that actress that's named after that her alligator is named after in Pearl. Anyway,
cool.
Yeah, appreciate it. Ton of random Easter eggs that were in this movie. Ton like that were cool. It was fun seeing callbacks to X. It was fun seeing callbacks to Pearl. It fell flat for me. Maxine, the character in X, was not the same Maxine, the character in the movie Maxine. They were 2 completely different people, and it just it sucked. I think you were right about the supporting cast that she had in the movie X that supported her, and there was so much more character development there, and there was, to me, 0 character development in the movie Maxine. She just wasn't likable. Go ahead.
And no chemistry. I mean, besides her and her friend, maybe a little bit, but there's no other chemistry. You know what I mean? At all.
Mm-hmm. I was more sad that Pearl did not make it than I was happy for Maxine in the very end of this movie.
Yeah, agree.
I didn't know. I didn't resonate with Pearl. With Maxine. Not relatable, not likable. It's, again, the movie didn't really do anything for me. She was like this big star, and I'm like, okay. At the cost of what, though? Now, I don't know. Anyway,
sure.
I didn't hate it, but I would not watch it again.
I would never watch it again.
I'll stick to X and I'll stick to Pearl. But 3 completely different movies, dude. And I get, Ty West was trying to do something different, right? X was fun. Pearl was so different than X, but it worked so well. And I think that was the intent for this one, right? Where Maxine was going to be so different than the other 2. This one, to me, just didn't really work. Whatever. Yeah, that's it. That's Maxine.
Appreciate the effort, I guess,
Yeah.
Different,
A cool trilogy, right? I got to see Mia Goth in 3 movies, which was fantastic. And you know how I feel about Mia Goth. It's just, hey, babe, this one wasn't it.
Wow, sir. We don't do that, do we? No. There's no babe.
Okay.
Ever.
All right.
Sorry, Mia Goth.
Yeah. Anyway, cool. So that's it. We're done with Ty West's trilogy. We have some really cool stuff going on within the Deadbeats community, right? We have some cool stuff coming up. Some interviews, some conventions, right? We have really cool stuff lined up for you guys. But again, you will see. And we will start kind of planting little breadcrumbs as the time gets closer. We just posted a video, right? I just kind of did a meme video of me having a movie on in the background while I clean, and it was the Terrifier 3 scene in the shower, and that's doing extremely well. That's absolutely crushing it. I posted it about 2 days ago, and it's almost at 400,000 views. It's pretty wild.
And just to go back to something else, too, before we get too far away from it, is kind of when we take our week breaks, it's us behind the scenes building relationships and setting up bigger things that take a lot of our time. And you might see that from time to time when we miss a week because we're trying to build something awesome for y'all.
Absolutely. We're creating a lot more. It's giving me so much more time where I can just kind of branch out and network. And again, like you said, we are creating a lot of really cool relationships, really fucking cool relationships. So,
dude, and our 1-year birthday is coming up soon, and I could from starting it, trying to get 500 followers to now we're potentially setting up these type of interviews and meeting these people and meeting all these other horror content creators and horror fans that are just awesome. I don't want to. We can name them all during a birthday special if we want to and give shout outs.
We can. Yeah, we'll give shout outs. They're becoming our friends, right? It's not
really
fans. Like, they're becoming our friends.
I love them. That's the only reason why I have an account is just to hang out and talk with them and reply to their stuff because they're doing such cool stuff and creating such cool stuff. So, yeah.
Absolutely, man. And I sent you the screenshot the other day. It was a couple of weeks ago, a year ago, where you had sent me a text and you said, "Hey, let's start a podcast." And I was all for it. I was like, let me do some research tonight. And we'll figure out what we need and how to do it. We started literally from scratch. It was March. It was sometime in March where you texted me this, and by June was our first episode that we came out with last year. So birthday's coming up quick, and we got to have some sort of fun little celebration with that. So
maybe have people on. Who knows? Like talk to different people. Let's play by ear. You can edit it if you want to.
Yeah. No. We'll have a good. No. I'm not even going to edit it. I'm going to keep that in, and it'll be a good time. We'll set something up really cool. We'll play some games. We'll have some people on. Maybe new faces, maybe some old faces, and it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a good time. But with that, we are switching gears slightly. Right, we're kind of steering away from Ty West, and A24, and Mia Goth. Unfortunately, maybe we'll do Infinity Pool one day. Next week, we are going to bring you Jordan Peele's Get Out.
Oh, boy. We're okay. Are you sure? It's such a great
Could not
movie,
be more sure.
Us two are going to review like that. That's such a cultural... Okay.
We will do it with the absolute love and care and respect for this movie because it is absolutely polarizing. Man, want to be remembered for years and years and years, and I'm excited for it.
I am too.
Definitely, cool. Gonna be fun. Awesome. With that, guys, follow our Deadbeats family. Follow Deadbeats Yoko, Drew, Britt. Follow Deadbeats JT. Follow us. Follow the account that I run at the Deadbeats podcast. Check us out. Listen to our thing. Listen to our show. We also have a giveaway going on right now, right? And it's a staged giveaway, right? So we are currently sitting at about 5,600 followers. Once we reach 6,000, we're going to be giving away $100. Right, but it's not going to end. Not going to end there, right? Because whoever does enter that sweepstakes or the giveaway are going to roll forward into the next stage, which is going to be 8,000 followers. And once we hit 8,000 followers, we're going to be giving away another $100. But then
giving away hundreds of dollars
doesn't end there. Everybody who was in that giveaway is going to roll into the next stage, which is going to be once we hit 10,000 followers. We're giving away another $100. We're going to be giving away a 2-part horror trivia set. And then we're also giving away an exclusive Deadbeats podcast hat. So yeah, I'll be sending a picture of that whenever that comes available to us, just to show. But yeah, that's our giveaway right now. It's the road to 10K, and we hope to have 10,000 by the end of the year, but we'll see. We'll see. Man. If we don't, that's completely fine. It's going to roll into next year. But hey, again, please look at the pinned post on our Instagram, share it, comment. Your 3 friends on there, like it. Make sure you follow us, and then message us when you're done, and we'll put you into that giveaway. So, has some really cool and fun stuff planned for this year. We just plan on only getting bigger and creating so much more fun horror content for you guys. Now, with that, I'm winded. I'm done talking. JT, what do you got for him?
I just want to end. I know this isn't, our confessions or Deadbeats debate, but a hot take is I think that Maxine should have died in X.
You know what? I agree, and that's the Deadbeats. Bye, guys.
Woo!